later than a tater. I don't quite know if that's the right level of volume for the tunes out here, but here I've got more attempts at pixel art and some slight amazing digital circus thoughts on the mind. There's, I'm kind of wondering, there's hello to you with a little bit of a rah, and hello to me defaultable mode. It's still on the mind. It's still in the hand. It's still pixel art's up and is planned. And you say you're finally on time. I have certainly changed up the time a lot lately. So, hey, that's kind of like hitting a moving target. Hi to you. You've both found the secret phrase and chosen a paint bucket. Interesting. I wonder who will be the first to choose the polar opposite. The vacuum and the secret phrase. Are you saying, oh, are you getting some complaints of a school? I don't know, that's a little bit ambiguous to me. It's a little bit opposite of ambiguous. Is school giving you trouble or not so much trouble? Over here, the problem with taking all my classes online and being totally responsible for my schedule is that sometimes I'll accidentally lay on my face for 4 days, and that's not really what I mean to be doing. Okay, you're having a break now? Hey, that's good stuff. You failed your first test and cried, you got a 52. Whoa. Hey, hopefully you didn't cry too hard, because eventually it just hurt your face. I wish that I had greater things to say about that, but hey, drink a lot of water. Sometimes there's failures happening in the world. Not much should be done about it. Oh, I see you had briefly appeared with the opposite of your profile picture, a mouse instead of a cat. What is this? Opposite user ID. Alright. Do I have a story for if you've chosen a paint bucket instead of a vacuum? There should have been something cool that I had to say about it. And they're saying it's okay, the whole grade failed. Whoa. Now that's really shaking it up out there. Was it like a math test or something? Was it like something difficult out here? Well, I mean, if everyone was failing it, then I guess that's a type of difficulty in itself. There's looking at, okay, wow, costumes of this exist already? With that, I was kind of wondering about how that was gonna go for Halloween, but I guess it's already being made. They're stealing images of somebody's cosplay. And then there's talking about how, the test was for reading? I can understand the big emotions about it. This is what, a common insult or something is reading comprehension failure? Or maybe I just see that too much. And so if you fail the test, that feels like it's straight from Twitter. And the more I talk, the more I'm realizing that I don't, that I'm not synthesizing things that would be the most comforting to say. My condolences. You're saying it's for nerds, and there's a rap me coquette. Yeah, you put a bow on it, and that's coquette. In fact, this might be Minnie Mouse Disney. Style. Alright, can I do a little drawing out here? How large is something for it to be pixel? You talking about eating rats? What the hell is going on out here? Alright, to zoom way in and try to do a little bit of a pixel art since it is fascinating. Hello, little dot appearing quite close to where I am. If I look at... Okay, there's specific ways to go about this. And, wow, okay, I draw happy faces a lot, I guess. Draw different smiles a whole lot. And so drawing the misery of this clown is a little unusual to me. There's some back and forth in whether to eat the rats. Don't let Sushi eat rats 2024. You know, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible to get in between somebody else, an adversary perhaps, and the rats that are going into their mouth. That's direct action. Never forget, direct action. You only eat bad rats? Huh. So, like, if somebody has ratted somebody out. Alright, here is a little bit more of this. No. A little bit more of this. Yes. Doing some arts. There's talking about a snail that can play the guitar. Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of studies and also speaking of a snail, that was in my class. Like, most recently there was a snail. This sounds like there's going to be a physical snail in my physical class, but you remember I am at the home, and in my home no type of snail. They showed me a snail with a parasite. Is that freaky to talk about? Should I stop? And the professor recommended looking up a little video about it, but it sounded nasty, so of course I was not going to do that. Anyway, it was interesting. There's talking about I wouldn't eat ratatouille, but I would eat Jerry. Really discerning about those rats. They're kind of on my mind, not gonna lie. Let's talk of eating strawberry. Well, I'm not seeing any objections to me talking about a snail parasite, so I'm gonna go on with that one. Wherein, apparently if it gets in the snail, then it makes a part of the snail body look more green and caterpillar patterned, so that a bird can see it more easily and eat it. Oh, hello to just a silly little guy. Hello, I've started this stream so very late. I wasn't sure if I'd see either of you. Hello, how you feeling? How you doing? I saw news of new Battle for Dream Island, was that, or was it new object share? Good God, do I mix everything up? Huh, a 15th. Do you guys ever get the feeling when you like wait for a lot of something to come out because it's more comfortable to binge it and you want there to be more of it? I do that with comics a lot, and I thought that was going to be the case with Object Show. The 10-year hiatus caught me off guard. Also, I was talking about a snail parasite. Horrible sort of topic of speech to be up on, but basically the parasite makes the snail look more edible to birds by causing a part of it to look and be patterned more like a caterpillar, and then it causes the snail to go way up high and like stay still where a bird can catch it. And I thought that would be really freaky if that happened to me. I don't think I'm at risk of being eaten by a bird, even though I am not the tallest person around. But I think if a parasite like made part of myself look like pizza and then made me get into the fridge, I think this would be a Junji Ito comic and very classic horror. It's just a little glimpse of my twisted mind. Anyway, what's going on? You're talking about don't eat about the snail parasite? No, too late. Oh, talk, why did you say eat? Well, because it's got to do with eating, perhaps. And I saw that message too late and then talked all about it. Well, now we know. Pass it on, don't pass it on. Talking about amazing days of circus, or no, okay. There's multiple things coming out today. And then in the midst of all this coming out, some music came out as well. I saw songs from this artist that I sometimes listen to. It's not okay saying. Also, I'm gonna be Heather McNamara for Halloween, and he's gonna be Veronica. Okay, gotta get a matching going on. And Kai coming in with the predictions. Hello to you, Kai. Hey, hope you're doing better today than yesterday. I mean, it's flimsy words, but it's all that one can send, right? So, all dying, huh? Okay, then what do you think of the theories that say they've already died, and they're in some kind of purgatory, they're in some kind of hell? I mean, I went on the blog of the creator, and that's I don't know, that's kind of fun to me, right? It's kind of fun to me that I've been using Tumblr for a couple of years, got that brain rot, and then the creator of something that I'm watching is just kind of into it, just kind of on that same wavelength. Let's do a simplified eyeball. This is very pixelated, and I didn't think about how it was going to be proportioned as we draw a little Jesta. And kind of saying I was thinking about being Heather Chandler for Halloween, so that's funny. Hey! And then, okay, is it just me, or can you kind of like wear the clothes for that costume after you wear it for Halloween as well? I got a gray turtleneck sweater for a Lilith Clawthorn Owl House thing, and then that was just a good clothes to have afterward. But maybe I'm putting too much stock in extremely padded blazers. I don't know. It's the swag. You're saying you're saying that in the Amazing Digital Circus they're gonna double die? And what was the artist you were talking about that dropped music? Oh. Okay, well, when I think about the sentence for a second and then try to go to repeat the sentence, can I call him an artist? It's that one fella with all of the viral songs, Baby No Money. That was just on my mind because as I was thinking about things that were just coming out very recently, I saw his new song because some of his stuff just is like periodically in my playlist due to the sheer stupidity of it. I don't know if it's. I should feel like sometimes I should be more unabashed of things that I do and listen to and stuff like that. But also, he's not taking himself seriously either. Does that make him, I don't know, dunkable out here? Let's talk about Heathers and YouTubers, like he's saying. We will all die eventually, so in pretty much every show it's canon to say they all die in the end, or after the end. All of your favorite characters will die someday. However, what if your favorite character is an immortal? Then you would have to argue that they only die when every living human being in our real world forgets them. You could say, if you think of them that way. This is so good. Heather's is okay saying. My band director says unless I learn to play Heather's music, I can't listen to it in class. Huh. Okay, well, how close are you to learning Heather's music? Is it okay? I'm not instrumental, I'm not acoustic. Is it really difficult to learn? Yeah, so guys, I had the biggest, most joyous day yesterday. I hung out with 3 friendos, got all of them into Deltarune. Okay, that's quite fun. We're gonna go in matching costumes for Halloween. I'm loving this like trend of group costumes. That's really fun. That's really festive. That's making me want to. Well, this is a weird sentence, but that's making me want to make it sort of a tourist destination kind of thing for people from countries that don't have Halloween. You come on over to an ordinary town or whatever in this North America, up in this zone, and then you get to do costumes and see everybody in costumes and experience the thing that's happening. I don't know, other places get visited for their festivals, and what is this except a type of a festival? It's not okay saying, not too recent, but Yellow Girl's new album is fire. Is it elitism to say that when I think of a musical artist, that's more like what I'm thinking about? It's more like what I'm thinking about, even though, I don't know, both of these artists, so-called, coming out with new music recently. What is it with October? Got everybody releasing things. This is the wrong proportion entirely. I thought I was cooking for a moment. Thought that it was happening out here. Alright, well, let's not be too perfectionist about it. Oh, Oh god, I looked back over the chat and mistook the Yellower new album for being Free versus Fire. I'm really seeing what I want to see out here. I mean, I guess most music has a means or release of streaming that causes it to be free. There's my predictions for Amazing Digital Circus 3. I wasn't really thinking about it like to the same degree and capacity as the most prominent fans and theorists. It's kind of I don't know, intimidating to see how much everybody keeps up with it. I guess in terms of hope, I would hope that there's something silly in there, something silly that surprises me with how much it reveals about the world about it. Oh my. Oh! Are you giving a... Okay, while looking at the pixel arts, I'm like laying down a sketch. I know it's like getting chunky out here. I know it's severely chunking out here. But also thank you for the resource. But also, like as I'm doing it, I can't help but have the sudden mental telepathy that I was messing up the pixel art so severely that one has to like intervene. That one has to be like, hey, put a stop to that right now. That's a severe sort of interpretation, but also a little bit funny. Oh, wait a second. This I was looking for so much pixel art the other day to set as background art to the alarms on my phone, because apparently that's a thing I can do. Every alarm can have a different image about it. In fact, that's something on my mind. Gonna do a little character art for, I don't know, for an alarm for a comic that I always like to be early to. Yeah, this is cool. Oh my gosh. Animated like that. I looked for a still motion sort of thing of this the other. Oh, and Kaisen Dan episode 1 came out yesterday, and it was such peak. Hey, wait, okay, I saw the trailer for that. Let's so much is going on. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to prioritize out here. I walk past the living room where my dad has a video going on the TV about how to set goals and how to make things really satisfying for the new year, and I'm sat here like, well, I theoretically had some of the goals. I had a little bit of what I wanted to do, a little bit of direction where I thought something would be nice or cool to pursue, but I think I consistently don't know how to balance that with my needs and, first and foremost priorities. Something as simple as having a meal, or something as complex as keeping a good schedule for, I don't know, doing the normal homework. But still, I'm writing that down. Dan, huh? Or yeah, okay, I think I pronounced that. I want to see that. The trailer for that looked really good. Episode 1. Let's watch it. In fact, it looked quality enough that I'm wondering if my anime snob little brother would get into that as well. He's sleeping. It's not nice to talk about him. He can't defend himself. There's, ooh, wow. Ooh, some detail up in here. This is... Okay, and then there's a little... Wait, is this absolutely everything? Okay, let's do a big scroll. Is this absolutely everything? Hello, leaves. Oh, what? This is... Okay, wait, this is this is involved. How very nice. How very interesting. Alright, what things did I miss in the chat? The diatribe about not being able to prioritize things was partially because there's so much I want to watch. There's so many things I want to watch. But instead of like looking at my schedule being like, that's a lot of homework, and then I lay on my face for 4 days. Nobody mentions that in the study strategies, but obviously it's something that can happen. Okay, things I missed in the chat, just a little bit. It's not okay saying it took me like 10 minutes to figure out you were drawing pony. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe the pixel art tutorial very needed very much. I'm gonna try to make it less lumpy, but if I could be sketching something for a second, if I could do that, then maybe that's a methodology of how it can come together, or maybe not. Maybe it is not. YouTube is literally saying you're using the same Monday shirt. So shirts, huh? Okay, wait. So would you say that you're noticing it because I don't usually wear a gray shirt, or because perhaps you drew it for arts? Slipping on something. Okay, I could deny it. I could say I have more than one gray shirt. You know it's a lie. I know it's a lie. Goodbye. Awesome other things now that are great to use. How muffled is my voice if I'm over here also? I'm straight up. Okay, my reaction did not have to be this. It did not have to be this, but I have new clothes and I have other clothes and I can be wearing them. Goddamn. Who's wearing the same shirt now? Nobody. There's people who have multiple clothes out here, and I'm one of them. Perfectly hinged, same pants also. No. No, I am not detected. I am not. I was kind of saying the art style is so good, and it's even better when artists make music just for it to be used in the opening. Wait, is it like a couple of... Okay, wait, the plural of artists made me think for a second, wait, are they having a different song every single intro, but then it would just be one episode that came out, so you wouldn't really even know? But no, is it like custom? Is it like to the characters? Okay, it's going back on my head. What song is playing now? I couldn't hear it. Those some good tunes. That's some good tunes. I'm now curious how the hell this shows up. It shows up the same as every single other shirt on here except with less sleeve. Less sleeve. Nobody is wearing the same nobody is noticing me wearing the same shirts out here. Same shirt. Who? Never seen this before in my life. There's okay, drawing things, and do I want this to be adjusted in the settings here? And Kai saying is to the show. The first start of it is basically the show's name, so the art is creepy nuts. Okay, wait, if that was playing in the trailer, then I feel like I noticed that it was going pretty good. Pretty good. Hello, very small arts appearing. Very small arts appearing. Very excellent. Man, I washed this shirt, but actually it was in the laundry pile because I hadn't worn it yet, and also I hadn't how much of my arm and self shows up here. Not used to that. As YouTube is already saying, so stylish, but I did notice it. I always notice I have photographic memory. I have several shirts that are all the same shade of black. You can't possibly notice. They can't all be the evil shadow skull. There's Dog of Clean. Huh. And can I do a little bit of a reverse? Sometimes you're drawing a face in my vicinity, silly guy, but today I've distributed a face Oh, distributed back. And okay, so there's a little bit of this. Can't believe I'm being noticed in fashion choices. Additionally, I tried to wear my awesome skirt and also some awesome, I don't know. I ordered some one size fits all, like sort of like warm tights to go under the very fashionable like goth skirts that I got to be cool and goth, because I thought that would be a nice thing to be. And and the tights are weird. They have like a butt outline, but also it does not like go on to where a butt is. It sort of carves a new butt, which is not really what you want from your clothes. But it's supposed to go under a skirt, so that should be fine if it's comfortable. Hello, Leviathan. You've appeared at quite the moment. Quite the moment. How you doing? How you feeling? Right before the weekend. You were you talking about circus behavior? Oh, there's only normal behavior. No, seem to be something saying you have the black skull shirt, the black spinel shirt. I was wearing that on Wednesday, wasn't I? God damn it. Okay, then sleeveless black shirt, any other very cool and awesome things, I swear. And Kurt saying, I'm so gonna add it to my library. Want to know, okay, by creepy nuts just alone. Oh, most excellent. And Leviathan talking about needing more socks. Was that, okay, I gotta ask, was that a metaphor for, hello, little characters. Why are you spinning? Why are you 3D? Why can't I see your face when I am looking at your back? That's a personal question. Wait, okay, did the lack of socks start because, was that like a metaphor for being kind of messy? Because I felt like it was part of language that I may or may not have been picking up on, and I wasn't quite sure. Here's all of this as we figure out things to watch. Alright, here is a little hand. And what should a hand look like? Should it look like this? Nah. I don't know. Okay, maybe a hand looks like that. In a little rough sketch of pixel art, as it is a subject says, I'm a snakeling in the Discord. Snakeling in the Discord. Are you now? I have indeed changed up the labels. I thought about changing it up a lot, but also, what if one is more satisfying than the others? What if one's snaking around, right? I couldn't pick up my socks. Little did I know, there weren't any socks to pick up. It's happening to the best of us, isn't it? Deke Williams. It's happening. You don't know where your socks are, and in fact it's quite hard to find them, and in fact, perhaps they're stolen forever. Who even knows? Honestly, I think that did happen to me, like literally. Like, I don't think that I lost them in the dryer. I just think that I entered a state of disorganization that was bad enough that I don't know where they are. Well, the world is your oyster now. You could get themed socks. You could live the dream with socks. Little bit of this, little bit of this, as we are styling, and dare we say goodbying. This, I still have enough of, what is this? Let's take a look at it. I still have enough of new shirt on the mind, styling. I still have that on the mind enough that I'm like, well, maybe it's time to go on a tour of shirts. Different one every single time I'm on the stream. That's how I started out, honestly. That's how I started out. But then I was like, you know what? The same one is good and fine. Alright, And then how do we draw round things? Well, I believe that probably the tutorials would have something to say about it, but maybe not. Leviathan saying I just want to move to the gutter permanently. Yo, take control of your destiny. If you're moving to the gutter, can it be for good reasons? Can it be for happy reasons? I'm trying so hard to put a spin on this, but I'm listening to my own words and I'm not even sure if I'm hearing it. If it can be popped. Oh dear. I'll send pizzas and various DoorDash to your gutter. We're just gonna chuck it in there, thinking of you, fresh and carefully. As Z260 says, Long Van Tongue. You can use snakes as socks. This is getting ominous. This is getting very uncertain indeed. There's talk about it's some sort of crime. That kind of reminds me of, God, what was a little animated channel? Natural Habitat Shorts. They had a snake in there. I say that as if I'm feeling represented. Not exactly. And then there's pixels happening. And I'm looking at this picture. There's somebody saying, besides, snake stockings probably wouldn't be very comfortable. I know that people make or made in the past. I actually don't know if it's still going. Snake skin boots, right? You take the skin of a snake. Perhaps it's one of them invasive kinds. Pythoning in the Burmese. Sort of a thing. Take the skin and then make it, boots. Or shoes. I believe that's what's going on with Harry Dubois outfit in video game I Play Tomorrow Disco Elysium. But I think that's probably the only person I know of who would have snakeskin outfit of anything, and that's a fictional fellow. That's a dearly beloved fictional fellow. Okay, so I'm referencing a very small Pomni. This is not the proportions whatsoever. Not the proportions whatsoever. Can I click? Huh, I thought that there was a better way to rotate this. I have accidentally made your little leggies more round than they are in this image. Debating on how comfortable the stockings would be. Once you get used to the venom, it's not that bad. Oh, how can you be venomophobic? Surely the venom just gets you or it doesn't? No, it's probably just a personality issue. Personality incompatibility. I've tried to draw with the color white on white 3 times in a row now. Personality incompatibility between you and the venom. Here is one tiny thing. Frankly, looking like a hoof. Yep. There you go, Pomni. And there are your hooves, girl. Look at that. It's your hooves. It's your hooves. Okay, wait, how many additions to the nickname was that? To Leviathan. Long Van Tongue. Long Van Thong. This is being remixed to the extreme. You're talking about, no, you're just phobic of your teeth liquids. Who has venom out here? I have normal teeth that are perfectly good for biting anyone. Friends, family, all of them love to have a little bite, which is what a human probably says to another human in a normal capacity. Oh, and then it's just the sort of thing that would never make you suspect a snake. Okay, a little bit of a leg. It's looking like weird socks, and I've given you sort of a dinosaur quality. Okay, scribbles have been achieved. This is not the ideal pomni, I would say. Not the best that can be found. Alright, a little bit of this. Is that what I'm doing for the shapes and colors? Maybe. As YouTube says, why is that pomni so thick? It's more than usual, right? It's not like as much as a human, because it's a pomni, but it is more than usual, I will say. I have noticed that. I've done that accidentally. The one that's saying every time there's a new Circus original, I need to go through the entire dang set list to see if it's new or not. Wait a darn second. If you're doing this thing digitally, you've called him Larynx. You've named another person on this world Larynx. The funniest thing about that to me is that you could call such an individual Larry for short. No, you shouldn't though. Anyway, does everyone know about, like, on the Windows type computer, hitting Control F to find something in a list of text? That's very important. I got a 99% on my last, I think it was political science quiz, without reading half of the assigned chapter, because it let me keep the book open, and I was like, okay, find this word with this function and then just read what's around the word relevant to the question. I don't really want to do things that way, because I was genuinely interested. I was like devastated to find out that I was actually interested in the topic after I ran out of time to do it properly. But one could say that one's hindquarters was saved about it. Anyway, the point of saying all that was to say that you don't need to search through an entire list. Yeah, if you've ever made a list, such as a list of nicknames that you're being distributed upon by a YouTube user selecting. Oh, okay. That was gonna be there, and then Kai's message started reading In Between on Webtoon. Am I cursed to the childhood friends theme forever? I'm looking this up immediately. I've strayed too far from my roots. I've strayed too far from original Webtoon app, and into too many of the generic repetitive ones. Ooh, a silly little guy saying, may I vacuum my paint bucket? I see you found a bit of a secret phrase, indeed. In fact, that's a great start for this. You shall, indeed, vacuum your paint bucket. That, shit gonna glorp, glorp and schlorp, you wouldn't believe it. Okay, In Between is the name. In Between, God, why? Okay. Ooh! Okay, wait, from the small thumbnail, I thought it was, somehow going to be an action series. Okay, came out kinda new, just last month. Is that coming out more slowly than I would expect? Huh. No, one's coming out tomorrow and one's coming out the week after that. Okay. They're really getting you with this childhood friends theme, huh? Oh my. And a sort of situation where one asks the other out and then the other moves away. Oh my. How very dramatic. And then there's saying that Pomni looking like a turkey, like a Thanksgiving dinner. I did put like tiny little arms on Miss Pomni. That would be pretty scary if it happened in a haunted house. The quality of being a turkey. I guess in the episode, that is what I most look forward to. However, out of everything, definitely the parts that will make me laugh and be very amusing. I was really surprised to find out that that the Amazing Digital Circus is going to Netflix. It was right up on the screen where my mom and I don't know, everyone can see it. How very unexpected. Stole the vacuum in the paint bucket. But then I got 2 choices of paint bucket earlier, and I didn't really elaborate what it means. In my head, I was gonna say you're gonna do something with the paint bucket, right? That somehow it's going to be instrumental. I'm gonna read your fortune, as it were, but only pertaining to the usage of a paint bucket. Well, since you to be so chose that one, guess I would say, you're going to meet and become irrevocable friends with the paint bucket. The most important person in your life. It's gonna be kind of sloshy. It's gonna be full of paint. It's gonna be full of pigment. And you are gonna help. You're gonna help them discover the true self, you know? That was one hell of a sentence structure that I just committed to. You're gonna help them discover the unrealized potential and let it all out, as it were. That's one way that you could say a story of the paint bucket. Wow, this is really... Have I ever tried to color the entire Pomni? And then there's the violence thing. It's been around a year since the first episode of Digital Circus came out. That's something that I'm wondering about too, right? Like, since it's on Netflix now, is it going to take the same amount of time to come out with episodes? Because that seems unusual for a Netflix production. Or since it's funded, is it still totally in their hands? Like, what did it affect? What did it affect indeed? Because I don't think that I've ever heard of a YouTube series moving to streaming this quickly. But it's happened a lot before, right? Like, Red vs. Blue got put onto streaming, and then Cobra Kai on Netflix itself. So maybe it's just animation that has me feeling like it's unusual. Then Husband Hotel is on Amazon, but then that took so long to make. That took so incredibly long to make that it came out like on a weekly schedule. That makes sense to me. And I don't know if that's gonna be happening for Digital Circus. Well, hello to Tane, formerly known as a Buzzin' Oh, saying goodbye to a Leviathan. Oh, Leviathan who might be back later. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you indeed. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, there's talk of missing. And we want a little bit of blue color. Sometimes when I look at Pomni's design, it's been out for a year. Everyone's had time to get used to the Pomni design. Sometimes when I look at the design, I'm not sure if the brown in the hair matches with everything, but it certainly conveys the humanity, right? Conveys the normalness that she's supposed to have, that's being covered up by clown colors. Okay, this and this and this, and there you have a very digital circus, a very merry digital circus. Is that what I'm doing for the colors? There's things that are going great. Hey, very nice. Getting in more bike rides recently. Our life is changing all around us. Not to sound too incredibly wistful about it. I don't know, entering different life stages. The other day I was up until 5 a.m. Inadvisable completely. Up until 5 a.m. trying to write down everything that happened happened during the year, because even though I started feeling like it wasn't much, oh, homegirl does not have this many bangs. We are giving you not a 4-head, but a 5-head. Alright, so there's that. YouTube is already proposing amazing digital circus, which is just lazy. They should release 10 episodes a week. You know, honestly, I've kind of wondered about the advantages of that, right? Like in hindsight, a lot of the success of like Minecraft survival multiplayer shows and stuff, all of this kind of thing, a lot of the success of that was due to, it was the pandemic. It was the pandemonium, you know? But also I wonder if that's any kind of advantage, I guess. Like, if you're making a creative, long-form kind of project, and then the sheer amount of it can help to hook people. Because, I don't know, it's easier to make than something as involved as Amazing Digital Circus, right? Easier to make because you just sit down and record, albeit according to a structure, but that's still the basics of it. Jesus Christ! I mean, hi, DDC998. You're saying you can only choose one. Either everyone in the world has triple Ds or everyone in the world is flat as a board. I mean, okay. I was just thinking bisexually, as one is bound to do, and I was thinking, well, isn't it great in this world to be a boob appreciator sometimes here and there? But we can't do this to everyone. Not everyone has the abdominal strength to really hold up the weight, you know, the weight of the world. And by the world, I mean large chest. They don't have it, and that would hurt everyone. That would hurt you. That would hurt your mama. That would hurt your grandma. That would hurt me. That would hurt the President of the United States. I'm getting off topic. Though I don't know what the topic was to be on. And so everyone's just got to be flat as a board. Wow, what a day. I mean, you'd all learn to appreciate the beauty of your fellow humans in every way if that were the variety you were left with. But also, you can't be doing this to people. That's my conclusion. You'd have to wear those anime cosplay forms, I think. There's 1 and 2, and things I've missed in the chat. Talking about missing, talking about being killed by the colleges. And I've been saying, I did the Cooper's test yesterday, it was painful. Oh, various pains we discuss over here. I'm actually wondering what that is. What is a Cooper's test? What is that? I should have guessed one of those physical fitnesses. No, is that the one? Okay, is that different from Fitness Grand Pacer test? Some advantage of homeschooling, or maybe it's disadvantage. I never got to know the pain. You good? You gotta stretch? Are you dehydrated? That's YouTubers starting saying you have many triple Ds, please save me. Well, we're coming to save you now. I'm sorry. I'm not a surgeon. I just have a pair of scissors, and I'm here to help. Guys saying flat as a board, please. There's versatility in it. Theoretically. You could just have the removable boob from Amazon. Assuming that's the direction of thought. And rather than say you got a result of 210 meters, though. Pretty happy about that. Hey, okay. And you're already flat as a board? Huh. And then honestly, what if you took that into the literal? We're all walking around two-dimensional style. Because if you think about it, The proximity to being a board. Dare I say a plank. Dare I say, I don't know, what's the last thickness of a board that I saw? I think the last one I saw was like this thick. Here's a random book that I have right next to me. This thick. Do you think? The first thing that I think about if everybody got like a lot smaller in the world would be that it would be easier to fly on a plane, but that's not true because they would pack you in more. They would maybe stack you humanely right on top of each other. Guys saying just broke a nail, so it's bleeding in the middle of changing my sheets. I'm so cooked. Ouch. Ah. Whoa. Hope you. Ah. Bleeding. No. Hope you're getting a. Hope you're getting a band-aid on that. That was a butchered sort of a sentence structure that came out of me just now, but I hope you're gonna be all right. Wow. Get a band-aid on that. As Leviathan says, you don't have the Cooper's test. The closest I've heard of is the fitness Grand Pacer test. Worse than the Grand Pacer. Oh no. Oh my. Yeah. Who else has died to the aerobics tests? I've just been in the house. And that's why I don't know. This year has been significant, I suppose. Even though I've still mostly been in the house, I've gone out and done some things here and there too. I've learned to drive with him this year. I can hardly believe it looking back. Okay, we'll look at the color red, and here's all of this. And if pixel art is indeed a bit of a theme, this canvas could last a while, theoretically. Alright. Is this how I want the pixel arts to be? This silly little guy disconnected from the magma. Thanks for stopping by, oh silly guy. Huh. Yeah, less outlines for sure. A little bit less outlines in here will make the pixel art look better. Honestly, this is not quite as long as I wanted to spend on this. Not quite as long, but it's fascinating to look at, fascinating to undertake. YouTube is just like saying, yeah, what? That used to be a torture method. How are you able to type and changing the sheets? Oh right, pulling out fingernails has been a torture method. You know, I guess it is a little bit presumptuous of me to listen to somebody saying that their fingernail is bleeding and not assume that the entire thing has been pulled completely out. That would be very scary. That would be totally whack. There is one of this and one of this. Not quite sure whether to make it a 90 minutes kind of a production, 90 minutes kind of a thing around here. Alright, here is more of red and blue on your red and blue shoes. It really looks like there's a ton of Pomni knockoff costumes around. Whoa. And this little guy who says, I'm sorry I didn't leave the stream, I just left the mag while listening. Oh, okay. Oh, the presence. Hello. The presence of you. I don't know if it's for better or for worse that you're here just in time to also be witnessing the DDC 998 saying, interesting choice. As a prize you get a boob. Not on you, but given to you. I've often thought that would be one of the best, I don't know, prank sort of object sort of things. 'Cause like, it seems vaguely incredibly hilarious to me if when angry you could throw a boob at somebody. I think there's a lot of division in the world. There's a lot of disagreement and a lot of strife, and this would 100% make it worse. or it would make people better at dodging, and then that could be better. And I don't think there's any "and" on that. No, it's just a thought I've had sometimes. There's Kai saying I'm cooked because it was on my dominant hand, but I got a band-aid and a glove. I might live another day. Yeah, oh. Yeah, doing everything becomes a little bit more suck, a little bit more horrible with a finger or hand injury. Wishing you some get well soons out here. But also, yeah, gloves. Gloves are underrated in saving you from a hand injury. Because I'm always seeing a finger band-aid, but I'm like, if I get the right glove, if I get the right waterproof glove or something, can I still wash my hands at the full speed that I'm used to? That's very important to me for some reason. I say for some reason as if I don't know the reason. The reason is germophobia. Also, I didn't know Germo was retired from streaming. I just found that out the other day. And I wish that I could remember that silly fellow streaming out there in the universe occasionally, but like more rarely since he retired. I wish I could remember him without thinking of bacteria and germs. There's YouTube saying I can give you one of my extra fingers. This got kind of themed out here. I'm feeling like this got kind of themed. DDC coming in with the gifts, with the it's kind of horrifying, but kind of objectively a little bit hilarious. And then the extra fingers. What does it all mean out here? Okay, and how do I put a shine on the eye? Like this? Let's not give it too much of a shape. Just a little bit like that. And is there anything... Okay, there's not very much black in the design of your eyes. But usually there's more whites in the eyes of a Pomni. And I've messed up the design by kind of making her into an insect. Not really my intention, just kind of an insect. In size as well. Yeah, I have seen bugs that are bigger than this. Sorry, little baby. So the guy saying help, I just found that out too. Didn't really watch him, but I still just found out. Right? What is it with the, I don't know, coincidence of information going around at the same time? He's no longer germing. Somebody sanitized him. This is absolutely devastating. Yeah, right. So this has been a very nice digital circus, but I'm kind of wondering about the alarm that I've set to read a comic every Sunday. I think it is Sunday, right? Not today, but like on another day. Yeah, every Sunday. The alarm that I've set for every Sunday, and then I set a nice little art for it. Why did I mess up the settings so easily? Am I dying out here? Metaton. Is there fighting going on here? Is there battles? Can I sell tickets to it? If you're fighting each other? Am I having an incredible amount of hiccups? Or a normal amount of hiccups? So, and he's saying no, Jaro. I say there's a conjoined super being okay with the extra fingies. Don't compare me to ABC 999. Oh. And now the image or the pictogram of fighting, dare I say battle, makes more sense. Don't fight, or do fight, but fight not to be compared to another person. I'm creating a popcorn so that it may be sold in your epic battle. Here is the guy saying, get summoned by Metal Crusher. Yeah, sort of a pixelated art style. Oh my. It's such a quicker song, such a much more quick song. None of my English is English today. Quicker than I thought, really. There's Papers Mario's out here. There's good stuff around. It's good stuff. One of these continually causes something to email me, and I don't know which one it is because I don't think it's actually in there. Whatever they're flagging in these videos, I don't recognize the title of it. I think they've just decided that the name of something is in there. Alright, that's one stripy popcorn bucket. Let's get more of this color for a little bit of shading. But that's a lot of shading. What am I doing? Let's get it closer to this target color. That's more like it. Popcorn. And then a little bit like this, and a little bit like this. Just sort of popping that corn. Some unpopped kernels are in there. Ha! Oh! Is this the conjoined super being in pixel art? But I've never really thought about one huge terrifying pillar of limbs. Never really thought about one huge terrifying pillar of limbs with with ribs and such out there. Not quite sure. Metal Crusher and Digital Circus in 1 hour, and Kai saying I have a comic that updates Sunday too, and DDC 998. Oh, I see you've noticed my new shirt. I'm not quite. I'm still confused how much of my new shirt is in the frame, but now I've got a very nice sleeveless shirt out here. It's very stylish. It's got a massive star on it, and I think that's pretty great. Unfortunately, I do also realize that makes me into cartoon character Steven Universe. Huh. Now what does that mean? Probably that I'm going to encounter a giant woman. There's okay. Some pomni out here, but I want to know for my comic that updates on Sunday. I want to know. Huh. Okay, I guess first of all, what alarm I'm having in... Oh, is that Sunday? No, that's Saturday. I straight up looked at a map of the days. No, sorry, that's called a calendar. Ooh, where am I? Straight up looked at a calendar available up on this thing. Saw S, and then was like, that's definitely a Sunday coming right after the Friday. Oh my, is the pixel art getting an update? Oh my. Okay, one of these, one of that. Guy questioning Steven the universe? Stevening my universe? It's more likely than you think. Okay, here is... Okay, I really wanted to... Oh, I thought that this was one that I found like an unsatisfying pixel art for. Found an unsatisfying pixel art for. Why are you repeating map of the days after I've said a perfectly reasonable thing? Map of the days. Yes, I map the days. With a calendar, what of it? There's guys saying I forgot I bought a Steven Universe shirt for a Comic-Con years back until I find it. Oh, it's like, it is kind of iconic enough that I don't know, what is just the simple star a little more satisfying to have than the, I don't know, one that I've got lying around, like a bunch of characters on it. I wonder, because then you can style it and put it in a bunch of things, and then when that other one goes through the wash, it's a bunch of cracks through Spinell's face and something. But anyway, I think that's very stylish. Congratulations. I thought that this comic was one that I didn't find good pixel art for. And like, I didn't find one that's completely exact, but actually that's one of my favorites. That's pretty nice out there. But also, that's really advanced. I don't think I can step to it. I cannot step to it, as it were. But I still do. I still know. There's CDC 998 saying you have shaved pits, right? You know it's illegal to wear those if you have them on a trail. Ugh. 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 So that was several sounds just now. It varies. Like, honestly, I am self-conscious about how much of myself is like visible like this, because out of the everything, for some reason I have it in my head that I would not want someone to witness a pit with a hair on it. For some reason, there's something that I am self-conscious about. So therefore I like checked around here and been like, how much of me is actually visible? Because I wouldn't want to show, and I think if it doesn't show, then that's the same as it not existing. But also, how do I continue that sentence? How do I remove that from my head? How do I get that out? There's YouTube Society saying map of the day is such a surreal concept. Now this is the thought experiment that we're here for. How much self-consciousness can I really have when there's real things to be contemplated? But additionally, okay, yeah, that's where I was going with that last string of alsos. Additionally, oh, how nice. I was recently thinking about, like, how could I mix it up, right? How could I mix up the aesthetics out here? Because I got a cool skirt to be full of swag and such like that. Terms they use in the fashion industry. Going to be full of swag. They say that when narrating a runway. And I'm thinking that one cool way to mix up aesthetics and stuff would be like one aesthetic on the bottom, one aesthetic on the top. So that's where I was going with this. I'm actually looking for what is the most butch thing that you can wear up top, and then like in my head, I don't know how fashionable that is. No, okay, I'm looking that up right now. Men's streetwear, because in my head, the most butch thing that you can wear up top is like a hoodie, but then part of it is also plaid. Let's look it up. Men's streetwear, because I think that would be a little bit fun, a little bit hilarious to mix it up like that. Alright, there's various ways to go about it. This does seem to support some of the hoodie going on. If I go on over to a Pinterest, you're having a bit of a hoodie. There's Kai saying the simple star just because it's simple enough for everyday wear, but the people who know it will recognize it. See, that's really fun. Yes, totally. And YouTube is actually saying, come on, DVD 999. In 2024, don't shame. Nobody like bald. Not shaming bald. Wait. No, wait, this sounds like shaming the bald. Additionally, I kind of wonder about that as a Star Trek fan, because I don't know, in that science fiction, they were envisioning a better future for the world, right? And so in the future, yeah, you could cure baldness. You could very much cure baldness in the future. But in the future, that they were envisioning at least, they proposed that nobody would care. You could just look how you look. They didn't always live by that principle as a show coming out in the 60s and the 80s and the 90s. But I don't know, I thought that was nice as a principle to start out with. Alright, what would I want for a GIF? What would I want for one of those? Yeah! No, okay. 2014 fashion, for better or worse, is in my head forever as a little plaid pullover type thing. The thing that I'm thinking of I better just... Okay, there's several things that I could draw, but I better just draw a picture of this. Would I want to put it outside of a pixel zone? I might as well. I might as well put it outside of a pixel zone. And what are we looking at out here? Looking at some various color studies. Is that the pure darkness that I want to go with? We'll go with the maximum amount of pure darkness, and we'll actually shape this up a little bit and have this cool sort of aesthetic going on. One like this, one like... Is that the position of it really? I'm looking at some cool outfits, figuring out how to draw the cool outfits, and I kind of wonder, is this how the outfits are supposed to be drawn? Alright, so there's a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and that's how the outfit all is. And, okay, there's more input and possibilities on leg that could be drawn. Okay, cool outfits, like one and a... How do I have drawn leg? I have drawn leg. I know what leg is. I've seen leg visually. I know what leg is. As YouTube Society says, my weekly pixel energy is drained. Too much pixel on Monday till Wednesday. Hey, well, look at these. Look at these happy little faces. It's a valiant pixel out here. Thanks for sharing the pixels. You've really, on Monday and Wednesday, really inspired me, and here we are. And there's... Oh, TDN appearing to find the secret phrase with a paint bucket. For some reason, nobody chooses vacuum cleaner, I would say. Nobody is choosing vacuum cleaner. Very interesting. I'll give you a fate with the paint bucket. Not that that was implied by what's going on in there whatsoever. I'll give you a fate with it. What is the fate? My face when I'm having ideas. Yeah, so you'll encounter a paint bucket that is going to make you time travel in some capacity. That could be metaphysically, that could be completely physically. Oh, you're gonna send some art in the Discord? Alright, very cool, let's see it. There's, okay, a little bit of leg shape going on, a little bit of knee, a little bit of how it is. There's TDC998 saying, Shadow, ashamed of such a thing, thought you would be proud of having a little hair. Honestly, for certain things, if I'm doing something and it doesn't like significantly contribute to my comfort or happiness, and then somebody like, if somebody looks at me or says something about it in the slightest capacity, which I'm not often at risk of, but then you meet a single old person who wants to talk and suddenly your day is ruined. If some certain things, I guess, and I don't know how much of it comes from like upbringing, right? Just like from my mom's own ideas of what she's self-conscious about versus what she thinks of as proper and proprietary. Basically, if I were in public and any person that exists ever said something about me having an armpit hair, perhaps I would walk into traffic. It's a fragile existence and and an extreme reaction, and not the kind of confidence that I would ideally like to have. But it's one of those things within my psyche that I look at, and I would like that to be different. I would like to not have such a reaction, you know? But also, I haven't particularly worked on not having such a reaction. And also, I don't even particularly like or dislike the status of having a hair. Like, I'll wear a back brace out in public. It significantly contributes to my comfort. I haven't done this yet, but I think perhaps I would have no problem eating alone at a restaurant, going alone to a movie, because there's literally a prize. You literally get a little treat for doing those things. A little food, a little movie. Who could object? It's perfect. But then the hair is just like this neutral thing that like doesn't really make my life better or worse. It just is or isn't. If a clothing like really yoinks on it and then I'm like and then I'm like crying and miserable, then get rid of it. But like usually I'm not pursuing an appearance. Usually I'm not pursuing an appearance that particularly causes it to matter or not matter. There's all of this. What's the frumpiest thing I could put up top on a character? I guess a t-shirt is one such thing. Oh, a wrinkled t-shirt adds some kind of dimension to it. I would think so. So that's some kind of a diatribe. As teens, send some art in the Discord. There's so many directions I can go with conversation topics, you know? For some reason, I veer straight into honestly dissecting my psychological hang-ups. For some reason, I didn't have to go that direction. I go that direction. There's YouTube Society saying, my goodness, luckily there's no traffic in your room, because all the times you've mentioned your forehead and height. One day I'll recover. One day I'll recover. Oh, I can start to recover right now by looking at an adorable cat. Oh, right, if you were sending, like, real-life, pet pictures also a little bit, are you learning? Are you learning from your real-life pet? I really want to be drawing from life more often, because, as I anticipate, in December, there's a chance that several of my relatives will dance directly at me, and it will be maybe 20 minutes, and so I must draw them as they are doing that. They have not asked me to do this, but the other alternative would just be to be looking them in the face, and then I'm getting danced at directly, and for 20 minutes, and I don't know if I can handle that without gifting something in return. It's kind of a psychological counterattack. Anyway, look at this. Look at this. The face is kind of round out here. The face is kind of reminding me of Shiba Inu a little bit. Shiba Inu. And hello, great big paws like the Maine Coon. Is this inspired by any such thing? And then there's, okay, I had missed the pensive face that YouTube is saying, don't jump into traffic, Shoro. Those are jokes. Thank you. It's really just sort of a proximity from traffic. Otherwise, you know, if my forehead were perhaps being used as a road with its, you know, incredible width, and then somebody commented on that at the same time that was happening, my god, I would jump onto my own forehead. Therefore, you know, ending it all. I don't really know the logistics of that, just sort of trust me on that one. I think it would happen. I actually don't know, well, this is just my schedule now. Just a schedule thought that because it's happening in my head, it just sort of comes out, not really related to anything. Don't know whether my little brother's gonna be up in time for me to study with him while it's daylight. So, like, does that mean that I stream Disco Elysium right after watching The Amazing Digital Circuit? That's how I plan my day when all my classes are online. That's how I plan my day. All my classes are online. Oh, it's the little guy saying, oh, that Battle for Dream Island 15 just dropped. Goodbye, chat. Oh. So, when reacting to that, eventually I'll get some fresh thoughts on it from the silly guy. You might be gone already. Goodbye to you, you might be gone. I'm excited for what your reactions may be. When I'm caught up, that is. When I'm caught up, indeed. As Tini said, cats always help me out with art block. Oh my gosh, nice. They're not supposed to be particularly good or anything. They're just like drawing cats, so it's possible. Right. Oh my gosh, right. Some of the best cats that I know of. Oh, let's draw one in here. Some of the best cats that I know of, draw it like that, and then there's like a little tail, but we'll round that out a little to be like this. There's the goodbyes in the chat, and this, and this. Honestly, it's a little on the topic of self-consciousness, which is a topic that may or may not have, you know, dropped by now, but like a while back, some old guy at the DMV was conversational for some reason, and I'm minding my business, wearing a mask for whatever reason it may have been. He looks at me and says, you know, those scare small children. Hello, fish. And then I'm looking at a small child, and this small child is looking at me, not looking that scared whatsoever. I don't like the idea of like flinching or anything if I'm having my full-on cold. I had a cold last week, and I'm doing the thing that I've done since 2019, which is not sneezing on people. But if people really want me to sneeze on them, then I'm still not going to, because that's nasty. Here is, okay, one ear and one other ear. And okay, is that what I've seen with like silhouettes of a black cat, or is it like this? No, they're like this. You're very human to me. And here is, okay, I want to look up the image of whatever cat this was. Black cat silhouette. And it's sort of a little image, sort of a little thing. Image? No, like a picture. And YouTube is saying, random fishy fish, the stream is officially blessed. The unpredictable, let's say, picture. No, nothing. It is, okay, if I look up black cat that looks like a void. Like a void, is that anything? Yeah! Now there's some more of the greatest shapes. The greatest shapes that one could ever know. As we go on in a blessed stream. Yes! 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 Most excellent. That's what I was trying to draw just now. But in fact, the black cat is greater at bunching itself up. Ugh! Ah! It's greater at bunching itself up than I ever knew. There's been a little flip note animation of this, hasn't there? That's several black cats all looking at you at once. What a beautiful image. What a marvelous image. Masterful image. Wow. Okay, and then looking at these pixel art tutorials, it really makes me wonder which ones are like best to start from, because if you're getting into the animation, then is that really the most beginner thing that you could begin upon? In any case, I shall not. I shall not alter this cat, because that's an excellent image of a black cat. Let's adjust this drawing. LDDC998 says, defeat societal constructs, defeat roles and nonsensical opinions, just raise your arms in pride. Show people that there's nothing to be ashamed of. Some people do this. And I follow them on Tumblr. Because they are just looking however they look. And they're like, hell yeah. Do I have a hell yeah in me? I'll say nah. Even though that's part of my vocabulary. Hell yeah. There's YouTube saying the tutorials are all mixed up. There's two called fundamentals. You can search them with the Control F. Ah, the most essential. I can do such a thing right now. And would that be... Nope, that's okay. I was saying something and then I almost typed it. Funda. Ooh. Oh! It's looking pretty good. Large clusters versus things. From all of this, it's what I'm getting so far just at a glance of looking at this. It's definitely that you gotta go easy on the outlines, because there's not a lot of space. There's not so much space unless you start to go to a larger scale. It's looking good out here. Look how flowy that is. Is that the main character from Journey? Self-confidence. Well, now I try to imagine what kind of life changes would have to happen for me to lose whatever mental hang up. Cause like I don't have this mental hang up about leg, but also maybe that's because leg is far away from me. Leg is far away from me. My logic. And so I never think about it. And then I'm like usually in the pants and such. And you can usually, I don't know, do something about it. I don't have any of the same hang up about leg. Okay, so there's one. Sort of thing. But also, that kind of makes me wonder, I guess I am curious about humans and the variety of humans that there are, right? Because directly over my leg bone, I don't grow a leg hair. It's like C-shaped on both legs. And people get rid of their leg hair so frequently that I feel like I don't know how common that is. But I am genuinely curious about it. Alright, I'm drawing little pictures out here. Not quite sure when I want to end a stream or not end a stream. I'm missing the appearance of the small child. Okay, and then this drawing is going like this. And what's the most nondescript thing that can go here? We're gonna deselect, and we're going to break from pixel arts to simply get around an art block. And here is face. Alright, let's outline like that. Why not? And it's also like this, a little bit of this. No, not a little bit of that. More of a flat in the face. Huh. I've messed up the proportions on that one, but it still feels comforting to follow that guideline, even if it's not even guiding me. A lot of things, a lot of actions that are possible that I do are probably due to some strange, inexplicable neuroses. Some kind of latent nervousness. Alright, and then what do we want for shirt sleeves around here? Just a regular shirt. And in fact, I think adding some wrinkles will add to the aesthetic that I'm going for out here. And there's the YouTube user saying I'm hairless from the half of my calves down because I used to wear tight socks. I guess, I don't know. I genuinely wonder if that's a part of it. I had the opportunity not to respond to this seriously or something, but I have also been wondering about this for years, 100% seriously. Because for some reason, I shouldn't be starting my sentences like that if I know the reason. Because I used to always wear a layer of clothing underneath a certain type of back brace, for most of my entire teenage years, I only wore leggings, and then if I wore other pants, then they were over the leggings. Alright, so there's that. So just sort of a weird little uniform that's like that. There's Erica saying thank you to the creator of the air fryer. Your contribution is much appreciated. Right? I've heard people say that the air fryer is just a rebranded convection oven. Just a What are you saying you're welcome about, YouTubers Electric? Are you receiving air fryer royalties? And that's how you can afford to live constantly in a private jet. I'm putting things together. I'm picking up what you're putting down. This kind of thing. Alright. Okay, is an air fryer really a rebranded convection oven? But it seems, when I look up convection oven, what does that show me? It seems slightly higher tech to me. This is a sign that I know nothing, right? It's a sign that I know nothing. My Google search history is so great right now. Black cat silhouette, palm knee, third on the list, straight up jorking it. Well, you gotta have something to put in the thumbnail. And what was I looking for? It's so hard to have a single thought to these days. I'm getting basically no Wi-Fi connection on it. Convection oven, okay. Convection oven. Is it low tech? Is it high tech? It's a big rectangle, which makes it look less high tech. So is the logic that if you can't fit a full pizza in it, then, and there's no knobs on it, then that's more high tech, that's an air fryer, and you want it in your kitchen? What is really the difference? But also, am I being fooled? Am I being scammed by it when I look in the air fryer and I believe to me that the air is frying it? Okay, I guess I want to look up what is a convection oven. Are they the same? There's, okay, some frumpiness in the shirt is what I wanted to be drawing. And I don't usually draw. Maybe this could be part of that meet the artist thing that I never finished. Okay, draw a little bit of an arm. Your elbow kind of pointy. Nah, that's kind of a lot of an arm. Kind of a lot of an arm. I don't know the difference. A convection oven is a kitchen appliance that uses a fan to circulate hot air around the oven cavity to cook food more evenly and efficiently. That sounds... okay. That sounds kind of like what an air fryer maybe is. Is a convection oven an air fryer? Air fryers are essentially mini convection ovens. I can't believe I've fallen for the rebranding. I mean, I can believe it because of how severely I've fallen for it. Okay, well, who invented the convection oven? Not to dox you, YouTubers, like, who invented the convection oven? 1967, the Malleable Iron Range Company. Oh my, I've had a celebrity in here this whole time. You're a whole company. There's CC998 saying, why are you wearing that then if you feel ashamed of how it looks on you? My armpits so antagonized, so forbidden, but so accepted when they're shaved, even praised. Wow. Wait, even praised? No, I'm gonna go on past that. You're really getting in depth with the thoughts on this, you know? I appreciate the introspection, you know? I have too much sincerity in my life for my own goddamn good. But it's true, you know? It's why? Why anything? Why any of this? And that's what the people who are less nervous, and more decisive about their fashions than me, that's the logic of the folks whom I have seen, you know, rocking the fashions, rocking whatever fashions regardless of level of shave, you know? No. I do seriously think about it. Seriously think about what it all is, what it all means. And no, I was having a related thought. I should not be losing thoughts at this high of a rate. This is too high. This is too much. This is too damn. I mean, I guess in direct response to nervousness, right? It's not that I wouldn't wear this out in public, because it's a bright and cool new shirt. It's a bright and cool new shirt in here that I've just gotten, and I'm pretty excited about. So I hope to coordinate outfits with it, right? And lately, additionally, I've gotten a cool goth belt for being goth. And probably saying it like that makes me less goth by definition. I don't know, I'm not going to commit to a full aesthetic, but I think it's good to have fun. But yeah, if I were to wear this out in public, where somebody may be an idiot toward me where I can hear it, I guess that's another thing. The people whose opinions I'm afraid of, who I don't even know, I don't think highly of them anyway. So I guess not with the power of confidence, but a different C. Complete contempt. Like, one day I could probably be confident enough, if I were contemptuous enough, of receiving any comments on such a thing. But that's another thing as well. Sometimes people are not like that. The old man telling me that I scare young children. Sometimes people are saying things like from a distance, not to your face or nothing. And so it's like I've been around and seen too many judgmental people, I guess. Too many judgmental people. YouTube says, oh no, I created an air fryer that fries air like my air crunch on my lungs. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Really crunching that air. You've heard of popcorn lung? That's some kind of side effect of vape, perhaps? Who knows? Well, get ready to pop that air before it even gets in your lung. Fry that air. You're saying gas gyro already. I've only got wimpy and few accessories in this journey of being very cool and having goth swagger. But I don't know, I think it'll still be fun. I don't go out in public enough to have many reasons to wear a belt, because with the invention of elastic, I think that a belt is usually completely decorative. It's usually completely a fashion statement. Although that's probably saying more about wearing a number of elastic pants than it is about wearing any amount of belts. Yeah, sat right over here. There's like, this was ordered online and it smells like it's gonna give me cancer. Knock on wood, I don't wanna get cancer. It smells really bad though. The bunk bed behind me smelled like this formaldehyde for like a year after getting it. So if anything affected my health from this smell, it would probably be the bed that I sleep on. But it wore off, so now I'm like protective of it. Guys saying Jaro will stay alive until Amazing Digital Circus new episode premieres in less than 30 minutes, so real. Yeah, that's, what is it, 24 minutes now? Honestly, I was kind of wondering about, like, okay, so I don't quite know. They would probably, okay, how do people, I was thinking of doing like a watch along or something in the Discord. This is the kind of thing that I should say more obviously than one half an hour before it. No, I was thinking of seeing it in the Discord, setting up that kind of thing, because I figured, you can't be streaming their animations on a YouTube. You simply cannot do it. There's what's people's, how do people do there's talk of live reaction, talk of other type of thing. We're scooted back in, and Kai saying, "Oh, sure, I can see it." I'm figuring out cool ways to be, you know. DDC998 saying that belt looked like a very BDSM thing. Wow, you won't believe what happens next. And other great ways to start a sentence. Huh. Okay, some people did a little bit of a reaction. Oh, multiple people doing a little bit of a reaction out here. How did they format all this stuff? Huh. Kind of like that. I still feel like I would chop off I don't know how loud that is. I would chop off the part of this stream if I like continue in there. Yeah, a lot of channels look like they're only showing like a little bit of it. This one is just in the classic format where most of the screen is the animation. Huh. Curious. I wonder how it's supposed to be made. As Kai says, I remember my times in Hot Topics. The thought of bringing a really old person smoking a pipe aesthetic into the Hot Topic is cracking me up somehow. Look at these. You found the best and darkest of cats. Okay, this channel makes it seem possible. I guess we might as well see how it is, and cut off that part of the stream. If not, alright, sure, I'll be reacting to things. Why not? Reacting to things. It's around the time anyway. Here is okay. Ugh. Oh. The video suggested to me personally directly underneath this was the Lorax joins the Bachelor. Does that show up on this screen? I don't know. It's you speak for the hose. That's distinctive enough that maybe I didn't have to fully show that. Whoa! Hello to Nuremberger. Hey, been a minute. How you doing? How you feeling these days? Over here I'm experimenting in fashion, I guess. Experimenting in fashion, I suppose. Alright, so here is a little bit of more of a hand. It'll be like that. And Dean saying, I'm done contributing to the canvas. Sure, let's do a little bit of a canvas tour before we apparently go off the rails and be reacting to a digital circus. There's so many creature. You're rabbit 99% of the time. For a moment, I thought this was a Cerberus, a little Greek mythological out here. So can I say reaction back? I guess future viewers will know if this stream is 2 hours or 2 hours and 30 minutes? Cause like, I don't know, I think it's fun to react to something and to share it and things. But also, I'm not quite sure if it would be more appropriate as like a Discord watch party, you know? To to be mindful and such. This is some cool arms out here. As Nuremberger admires a beautiful creature. Look at this cool arms. And you're saying you're doing pretty well. Been busier than ever, but I've had time to watch some of your streams. Oh my gosh, hey! Hey, that's pretty nice. There's the energy. The energy finds its way into your life. Yeah, okay, so there's some there's Cerberus indeed, huh? Ah, hello, three-headed puppy. I feel like I don't know. Hello, lizard guy. I see these head structures that remind me of something a bit unpronounceable. It's still looking pretty nice. It reminds me of Stitch from the Lilo and Stitch. I don't know. I don't know how these streams will change and evolve going forward, you know? Changed and evolved. Dinosaur. I'm loving the vibes out here. Very wiggly. Els, you're saying you might put them in Procreate and draw them? Yeah, get that extra level of detail and control. For this dinosaur, I'll draw another dinosaur, meeting your dinosaur, and they can be dino friends. Whoa! Hello to the Shady Gray. I wasn't sure if I'd be reacting to an amazing digital circus, but hey, apparently I may be. Here is a little bit of this, Oh, Shady Gray saying it's Fantosho, baby. Thank you. I'm easily disoriented by many name changes. I can be thrown off by many name changes. Even saying always so fun to draw on the canvas, so much more freedom than Procreate. Oh, yeah. What are the restrictions that they hurl at you in a Procreate? And here are some legs of a dino. Meeting your dino. Nobody's shaped like this in the world. Oh right, we need a lot more tail as a counterbalance. And that's more of a dinosaur shape. And Nuremberger saying, I watched Wednesday stream where you showed your room. Your bed is so cool, but I wonder how do you get on it? Yeah, let's figure out the logistics of that right now, since I can, in fact. Move this camera around. And a stream can have anything in it. A stream can have anything put in it. How do I want to do this? Indeed. Probably looking at a camera. Yeah, we could do a point of view, I think. Else teases nothing really. I just feel like I can't draw anything silly because Procreate is like my main professional drawing application. Wait, no, like the curse of new sketchbooks. Honestly, that's why I want to follow like at least a. Oh, did it get dusty in here? That's why I want to follow at least a couple of Inktober prompts, even if being mostly through the week. What day is it? What day is it? My God. It's the 4th? Yeah, 4 days into October. Probably not gonna do it. That's... Ew. But yeah, the curse of sketchbooks that are pretty cool and pretty unused. That's applying to Procreate as well. Wow! That makes scribbling very essential indeed. We've seen, some sort of wiggly sort of the gazelle sort of a shape. Very cool. And I keep watching the Feng Shui videos by the channel Dear Modern, where he keeps saying that you're gonna get attacked by birds and monkeys. So anyway, when I looked at this shape for a second, I was like, am I back? Am I being attacked by birds and monkeys? Alright, let's figure out how the camera is. And I think this is going to make me blurry. It's gonna make me blurry. Saying sketchbook mention all 10 of mine hiding in my room. Gotta get him out. Gotta get him out of there. What do I want to show out here? I don't know. I already showed most of my room. But it's different from showing it in high definition. Alright, remembering that number, 1127 out there. Here's my face. Here's my face. Here's my face. And it can be grabbed slightly. And... there we are. And then the only thing that happens, I think, is that I get a little distanter from the microphone, so I don't know. That's gonna sound interesting, but I guess I'll just start shouting or something. Okay, so like that, and kind of like this, and kind of like that, and okay, so normal floor, and then it was here earlier, and I took that. There's a ladder over here, and it's very convenient, and I haven't made my bed. You don't see the shirt. And then here we are. How audible is this? There's all of you. It's friendly. It's pretty messy. And I should really, I don't know, put that together sometime. That was I honestly am watching. Okay, I probably should try to form big sentences when I'm kind of out of range. Shouldn't try to form big sentences. Oh, ceiling reveal. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Then this guy talking about two beds. Wait, no, wait, that's not a two beds. And the music is still playing. Yeah, I tried to like yell some things. Across the room. To see how it was. It's not two beds, but I still have fallen asleep on there. I don't know. I'll go back over, I guess. There's the music still around. Okay, well that didn't really explain anything. I tried to show that that's kind of a long chair. It's kind of like a chair but longer. Then he was saying, "Show you have a ladder, no parkour." You say this, but I did used to do parkour, cause for a while when I lived in a RV, there's trying out my new headphones right now. It's great. Yeah, there's like a long chair. I can fall asleep on the long chair, but there's cool features such as a desk that goes over my lap, and it can have all my laundry on it. I think that's a great feature. In fact, I'll go back over since I'm still holding. And then that's a great enough feature that I got up from my entire chair to show it once more. Oh, there's King Hijinks saying room exposed on live stream. Hello to King Hijinks. Hello to you. My Tumblr notifications have been messed up lately. I wish I had seen more of things. I was thinking of streaming Disco Elysium after this, but I'm still figuring out how today is going. But hello to you. Hello to you. Okay, putting this back, please. Okay, don't break on me. Don't break on me. Just like that. Perfect. There's one sort of a ladder, and so technically that's not a bunk bed, but a loft bed. Anyway, I used to parkour into bed, but I don't anymore, because I had an RV sort of situation where I just sleep on a shelf. I mean, it was pretty spacious as RVs go. Guy talking about no poster on the walls, and he's saying please do sometime. I love the disco streams. I mean, the debate going on in my head is literally, do I start one up pretty much today. There's posters on the wall, sort of, but I've really got to get back into that. I don't know. I've got the cool arts, and in fact, one that's like a little bit less visible is the webcomic Electric Bones. It's just sort of nuts, sort of crazy fan arts. I say fan arts, that's not what it is. It's official arts that I got. Okay, so that's not official arts, that's been seen before, but more rarely seen is up on the wall. Well, that's completely sideways, but that's some of my webcomic characters. I say my webcomic characters, but by webcomic characters, I guess I just mean favorite ones. I got some posters, but there could be more cool things on the walls for sure. And we're back in the background, right? I didn't think I had that much merch for it, but then all right, let's put this back to a regular amount of it. As Teresa says, I also give topic discussions about my hair. I will say it's more variety than I thought when we first started to booty the hair. There's Kai saying, are they doing the intimacy? Yeah, I'm gonna say technically no. In the dictionary definition of the sense, they are pretty close together. But like nothing that needs a euphemism for it. They are just sort of tackling each other in a toxic situationship. Let's put the face back to a regular sort of a size. Shrinking my own head. Alright, so here is, I memorized the number so I could go back to the number, and that's the number. Leviathan's been around, and someone's gonna find a way to determine your exact coordinates from this information. We hope not. I hope not. I tried to like cover a gazillion things. There's talks of Austria. The Austria down under? Yeah, I guess. That's a type of Osts. Oh my gosh, I keep getting into food videos, and so I just saw, here we go with the sock on my head. I just saw a video suggested to me about kiwi pies, and then there's also like good looking like flaky sort of pies with a meat in them and things that are like in Australia and New Zealand. And then I looked up, after seeing these delicious things, whether any of them exist in the United States. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they do not. I just about died listening by them saying I'm eating the chat box. And Kai says also the thumbnail has a profile picture of a Dragon Rogue character. Coincidence? I think not. It's romping. It's dagging. It's a little bit wild having just the most peripheral, mimetic, meme type of knowledge about him. Still, I appreciate this cat out here. As Stevie says, like, Australians are so cool, I wish they were real. Hey, a dream is a wish your heart makes. How do I want to navigate my happy little ass to YouTube? There's Leviathan saying Hollow Knight is a realistic interpretation of the Australian wilds. Are we getting bombarded with the large bugs references? I will admit, as somebody who does not often see a large bug, I can get a little bit spooked if I were to see a large bug. Let's figure out how to navigate to a YouTube. Appreciating some musics out here. Navigating to a YouTube. What can we find? What shall we find? It's probably fine to show my regular homepage. What the hell could that reveal about me ever? There's... Oh, it reveals that I have recently listened to Parappa the Rapper. Anyway, so I checked to see how other people react to it, to know how likely it is that I cut off the entire last half hour of this stream, and it's also in the search Let's go. Cat breakdancing for 10 hours. Just because I've listened to 1 full hour of cat breakdancing for 10 hours doesn't mean that I need therapy or nothing like that. Alright, so some digital circus is going on. Some tiny things, as Tini says, song lyric time. Hopefully it all turns out okay. I get so wary, you know. That's I get so wary about what is or isn't allowed to happen on a YouTube channel, and it makes sense that a great big sort of reaction would not be allowed. But nevertheless, nevertheless, I guess, as King Hijink says, it's true. As an Australian, I can confirm that we are much like Hollow Knight are not real. Hollow Knight is pretty much a rip-off of Australia. Whoa. And then Vythan is saying, alright, program for a final fight. We won't make it through the night. Falling through the burning skies, soul and saber both alight. Alright. That kind of reminds me I would have to be pausing something. And Kai is saying, if this is... I think it's fine considering it's on YouTube. I wonder, right? I wonder. In any case, if I get that damning email, I can't really even object. I guess I'm just glad to be here live. Just glad to be here with this little group out here. Additionally, it's like going on to Netflix. I am still like unsure if that's is gonna make it a Netflix exclusive. Well, anything else I want to see on the all of this? Just some art appreciations, some black cat appreciations. This outfit I started drawing was actually me starting out to try to figure out a cool outfit, and was something about it. And Nuremberger saying that outfit is so transfast, by the way. Oh, and then I was showing off this like outfit at the same time, being like, well, to me, what if you could go half and half with the gender vibe? What if you mix it up? Ooh, and Tini with the song quote saying, "Can I get a kiss? And can you make it last forever? I'm about to go to war, so I don't know if I'm gonna see you again." And that's Kelly just on a Tyler the Creator one. And let's see this pausing, because I think, please pause. I clicked it. I did click it, because I think that's a few seconds. Reacting around here. As King Hashing says, it's a very cool outfit. I'm trying to get more swag. And there's he's saying, wait, you were drawing yourself? Why do you wear belts on your legs, or did I see it wrong? That's a part of the attempt at swag. Although, my mom is always watching out for outfits that show butt, you know? And so I haven't shown that before, because I don't know if I can handle Jasmine's and Leviathan going out. Hey, I'm excited to hear what your reaction to an episode may be like afterwards, then what it may be. 1 more minute time to backflip. And okay, with this start, as it is, I shouldn't need to refresh, right? I don't need to refresh. Okay, I feel like I've never actually caught a proper premiere before. Are we playing? Alright, y'all let me know if the volume is good or bad. Alright, additionally, maybe I want to look at the chat a different way and have this very large. Look at the chat a different way. And Nuremberg was talking about the outfit you're wearing now. Hey, I'm looking for like more of, I don't know, fun expression and butch vibes. And okay, actually, how do I want to have this sized around? I feel like I broke it. Okay, And then that's given the countdown of a minute, and well, I wanted it to. Okay, there's talk of a default view versus talk of this. How do I even want this out? But thanks for the comment on outfit. I'm really looking for more vibes. Additionally, on the website I got this from, for some reason the quality for everything in the so-called girls section, this better be working how I want it to be working. For some reason the quality of everything in that section went way down, and then if you just buy from the guys section, it's still made of like premium materials such as cotton. Hold minutes. Huh. Yeah, I guess it never hurts to set it up. Did I say a proper hello to Mimsa as I figure out where to position things on the screen and talk about outfits and convention, saying Guilty Gear character design is just wearing a million pounds. With the addition of cool goth chain belt that smells absolutely terrible like plastic, with the addition of that, I kind of wonder what's in store as far as me and belts. There's things going on. Hopefully, let's see some laughs. Hopefully the volume will be at an acceptable level. 30 seconds, are we on it? And Nuremberger asking, can you model it? Huh. Things asked in the moments of... Yeah, I don't think I'm wearing this in any particular way. Is it more visible? Is it more visible? There's... Oh, was that the 2 and the 1? Here we are indeed. There's... Hello, characters. Okay, it's quieter in my ear than I thought. And hello? I should make an outfit of just belts. Think I've seen that in stores. Excuse me.
But it still feels like I'm gonna die.
Try not thinking about it. Or you could toughen up. I want to see what your funny cartoon body does.
Hey, take it easy.
Don't all of them have a funny cartoon body?
Here I go.
Trying to click the settings, please. God.
Alright, we've entered
Really?
the blue zone.
Wait, can all of them turn blue?
Hey, there's something new.
Okay, we're getting red,
What?
Orange.
yellow.
Green.
Whoa, look! Now she's turning blue!
She was already blue.
Guess the hue shift just gets faster. Why am I the one doing this? Why not one of you guys?
Because something different happens with each person. For instance, Kinger starts glowing.
What?
His hair noodles stick up. Angle's mask starts spinning. And Zubul turns straight.
My limbs straighten up.
What about you?
Okay, wait
He
though.
refuses to show us because he's a coward.
I want to keep the mystery alive.
Okay,
Do
well,
you, the
now I'm really
viewers,
curious if someone can do that to him.
Doing that.
Why is everybody just standing around when there's adventure to be had?
I'm really ruining this, aren't I?
Today's
I just
adventure
wanted a
is
caption.
The mystery of Mildenhall Manor. That's
Spooky
right.
time.
This big spooky mansion has been rumored to be filled to the brim with paranormal activity. It's up to you to solve the house's deep mysteries and capture all the ghoulish ghost activity you can. And for the first time ever, you can.
I've broken it. Oh no, okay. It was just doing that.
I made this adventure really cool and mature, just for them.
Aww. It's really trying. Hello.
What?
The NPCs
Yeah.
aren't gonna become self-aware in this one, right?
Oh, I'm gonna ask for reassurance every single time. Did I seriously break it? I'm
Should I
sorry.
know? I'm not the boss. Oh wait, yes I am.
I thought you are the boss.
Boys, it's adventuring time.
Wow, that could be the name of a show. There's talking vision wearing a big handcuff as a belt. Everything's a belt except for belts, huh? How spooky indeed.
Scare factor. I hope this adventure doesn't end up being another horrible nightmare. I'm not really a fan of horror, and I don't really handle jump scares. that
Okay, well now I'm nervous for...
Come on. I
Thanks.
wasn't even scared.
Thanks.
What?
Is something going to go like straight up popping into the face?
Been a rough couple of days.
Little vacuum cleaners on the themes.
Right, Gangle?
Does anybody hear that?
Gangle is a little bit spooky due to looking a little bit like a skeleton. Yeah. No. No way.
Why won't they go back in?
I remember my
I'm
first
so
wild tape.
sorry,
I don't
Pomni.
know why they're not retracting though. That didn't happen for me.
No. Every single. Oh.
Rated wow for all ages.
That's a solid rating system.
Rated for mature Zoobles only.
They tried so hard. Oh, get busted. Who you gonna call?
Ghosts.
The complete lack of humanity. Can and should have consequences. Ooh.
Don't worry, Gangle. I'll get
Scared of more. Scared of no. Oh my god. I'm experiencing body horror. I'm experiencing body
That's
horrific.
the scary door.
That was the scary door. I'm scared right now. That.
out.
Oh.
Just want to talk to you. Oh, I know.
I also really love
Done that the
how
whole time.
carefully made the captions all are.
To get to the bottom of why you keep skipping all my amazing adventures.
Clinical depression.
Those feelings.
Saying that hole in the wall was a little Coraline coded.
Enough about
Ugh.
those feelings. How about your
Spooky mansion type thing. Oh, you are going to therapy. Go to therapy.
I would rather not.
That's hilarious. Go on.
Kane
I've already told
is
you
supposed to
about
be
this.
an AI, right?
Remember because never mind.
My mind is a beeswax polished coconut.
Well, that
Nothing
sounds
ever escapes
extra
these
smooth.
cakes. So
These
what
cakes.
can I do to make my adventures more appealing?
Oh.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. All you're thinking about is your adventures. It has nothing to do with the adventures. It's more just forget it.
Clinical depression. Clinical depression.
Zool, look at this cool bee I drew.
Imagine your therapist does that to you. Well, at least it doesn't look like a stomach, right?
Where are we?
Ah, you saying that's not what I thought he was gonna say. Well, now we're all thinking about Kane's cakes, are we not? You like that, B? We're really getting creative up in here, are we not? Yeah, I'm nauseous. And it's not just the dairy I had for breakfast. Is that multiple faces? Is that...
I wonder what this thing is.
That's not Kinger, is it?
My name is Baron Theodore Mildenhall.
Okay.
Hunting has been a hobby of mine for as long as I can
Spooky
remember,
tapes.
although one could say
Call me
that
Bendy the way I
shooting
ink machine?
profession.
That's not how I meant to say that.
Before you is one I've been pursuing for years. Not
What?
quite a man, but not quite an animal.
It's got more detail than any other
I took it
thing
upon myself to
we've
spend
seen
every
here.
waking moment doing all I could to protect my family from the creature, hoping that when I'd eventually killed it, I would be freed from this awful feeling, this
But
inescapable
if it
dread.
looks kind of like a person, how can you tell that it's not just a
You know,
person with a condition, you
I'm
know?
starting to think
How about we try to find a way back up to the others? Okay, cool. That's great. I love these adventures.
Somehow,
could
I would
always ride
think
this
that
thing.
more of them would be like clinging to Pomni because, like, she's the only new and unpredictable part of this place that they've seen.
Of course, it's locked. I love that it's locked.
Oh. Do I have the brightness up high enough? You're getting dark out here.
Tuesday, December 4th. Although I had shot the creature multiple times in its vitals and severed its head to keep as a prize on my wall,
Oh, it is its head.
just beginning.
No.
My eyes off the body for what felt like only a minute. When I looked back, the body was gone. The
There's
creature
a
was not dead. And
headless
claim what I'd taken from it.
situation.
Listening to this, all I ask of you is one thing. Do not let the head out of your sight. You have been warned.
God damn it.
This is some rather inconvenient lore
You know,
placement.
the way that my stomach is turning from them playing their own survival horror game. Good point, King Hijinks. Right?
What was that? Was that you?
No. Oh, wait. You mean me grabbing you right now? Yeah, that was me. Is this
Me
your
grabbing
hand?
you right now.
My eye.
Yes, but which eye?
I really don't think that Will you stop touching my eye?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So it still feels like your eye in the digital circus.
Just remembered a really funny joke.
Disturbing.
You screamed that.
Maybe it wasn't actually that funny.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if survival horror games are for
Follow
me.
each other and slowly make our way back into the trophy room.
Sounds fine to me.
You're gonna encounter the creature. You're gonna encounter the freaking dude. The freaking guy. I'm loving the analog though. Loving the
It's probably
tiny
just magnets.
animation.
Or a boat.
A boat?
Or whatever the case, I think we should be completely quiet.
Okay, yeah, I agree. You know, you're really hit and miss with these things sometimes.
Kind of a character bonding moment. Is that the first time
There's a
they've...
fly in here.
No.
I think that's making a lot of noise. Oh god, there is a fly.
And gotcha.
How would
I
you...
think I got him.
It's completely dark.
It's in my hands.
Jesus Christ. Alright, it looks less bad than I thought. Okay, now in the dark it looks more bad.
Quite make that out.
Does it even help to run?
Tommy, I think this might be the creature from the tapes.
Yeah, that's looking like the creature to me. But is that really more horrifying than the regular existence you were having? Yes, it is. No, it looks like it has...
You look beautiful,
Oh.
honey.
Ah! Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Monster Enthusiast Kinger confirmed. I didn't think that's how it was going.
It's going up.
Yeah! I know. Why does it look like that?
It's not up at all. Why are we
Do you still love expressive eyes in animation? He's seeing his wife.
Not use my adventures to torture my guests. Any torment I
Guests?
inflict is 100% accidental, like any good war criminal.
Like any good
Talking
war
about
criminal.
that, I really couldn't give less of a crap about the adventures.
Then
Really?
what is your problem, Zubul? I'm trying
There's
my
a lot of
best
teeth.
to remember, but you
There's a-
and my brain won't tell me.
There's a lot of eyes. A little lot of eyes in here.
I don't like myself. I hate this body. I hate all these stupid removable pieces.
Whoa.
I just want to find something that feels good.
Oh, yeah, now I remember why I couldn't remember. It's because that problem is already solved.
Oh.
Simply swap out your undesirable Zubul parts for better ones.
Trying
No.
to find parts I like since the day I got here.
So, back to the
But they're all like generally shaped like a Zubul.
Just forget it.
You have like more shapes.
Kane,
Oh.
nobody likes your stupid adventures.
Damn.
Good one, Zubul.
Ragatha's just too nice to say anything. Jax just likes to f with everybody. Gangle's too shy to speak up. Kinger's insane. And Pomni, she looks traumatized every time she comes back from one.
Oh, Zubul.
It's only been a
Zubul,
few.
Zubul.
Then does that imply they're having some off screen?
It's all I exist to do. All
Oh
I'm
no.
good at. And, what you're saying could imply that I'm bad at the only thing I'm good at, and that... that'd be...
What? Then you should just swap them out, shouldn't you? Until you find ones that actually fit.
Oh yeah! We need to get to the bottom of your behavioral issues. I'm gonna show you some
Okay,
at
damn.
once, and you're gonna say the first word that comes to your mind.
I didn't expect them to like get that unexpectedly real with them. Well, that's sort of a repetitive, but here we are, back in the horrors.
Of some kind.
He looks like a high cat. Yeah, I guess so.
Far worse than I could ever have
Why
imagined.
is there still a playable audio tape?
Driven me to the point where I was no longer the protector my wife and theoretical children needed.
Theoretical?
At every shadow, every noise, I ended up shooting the love of my life, mistaking her for the creature. It's ironic, isn't it? In my attempts to protect her, I ended up becoming the monster myself. Now I wait down in my cellar, no longer having anything to protect but my own soul.
Is this...
I will slay the beast that took everything from
Oh no. Is this the only
How's about we
thing?
take his gun?
We take his gun! Okay, perfect. Sure, yeah, no epitaph for the dead. Is this the most human looking thing that they've seen?
Okay, I won't.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, if he's polite about not coming alive, that's perfectly acceptable.
Let's make them count.
Yeah. King Hijinks commenting a character is very transcoded. Totally. Got the they them pronouns, but also the whole journey, not just a surface level thing. Stop squishing your hands at me. Put some clothes on, I swear to God.
I think we may have a problem this way.
I haven't.
Just leave it to me.
Kinger with a gun. Kinger with a gun. Kinger with a gun. Who's having fun? I haven't reacted to enough horror. Or watched enough.
Which is what I would be saying if I didn't know that the creature was actually one of God's angels.
What?
And anyone who brings harm to it will be dragged down into the cold, spiraling pits of hell where my soul resides.
Well,
I
that's...
apologize, dear listener, but I need a living host in order to escape the Hall of the Damned, and your bodies will be my only means of doing so.
some excellent timing.
How did he record this if he was in hell?
Yeah. There's plot holes.
Because the next breath you take down there will be your last.
What?
Your bodies will belong to me.
It's part of the plot clearly set up by the game by King. Ooh. But also, the NPCs can exist. Oh, well, you're having a fun little Merge Mansions advertisement adventure.
Sorry again about your husband killing you and everything.
Oh,
You know how men are. Always
you know how
have
men
the
are?
silliest priorities.
Don't I know it?
If your
Nice.
friends see him, I only hope he doesn't bore them to death with his endless monologues. That man could turn a 57-second story into a Greek tragedy.
I'll be sure to ask them next time I see him.
No, they're experiencing tragedy.
Don't mention it. Feel free to visit anytime.
Definitely.
Man hauled in the wagon. Man moment, I guess.
Little ironclad
Talk about Queen.
walls. You've taken the pacifist route, and you should be proud of what good people you are.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, we still need to wait until your other teammates finish their adventure before I can grant you permission to leave.
I wonder how long that'll be.
Is there an upwards time limit? Or does Kane just forget about him?
Hell would be.
We are literally in hell right now. Hell!
Theories confirmed, huh?
In hell. How could I not be in literal hell right now?
Just try to stay calm. I'm sure Kane included a way to escape.
The fact that King are known for being so-called insane is the one comforting her is
Hold on.
feels oddly profound. Huh.
Let me try something.
What is that? Ah! You know, might as well use those
Hey,
bodies
there's
to
actually
your
a staircase
advantage.
down there. It could be a way out.
Cyclops.
Maybe it'll work for us since we still have our bodies. Though I'm worried about what that tape said earlier.
I'm just gonna try going fast.
Wait, Pomni!
No! 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 I thought she was gonna like fall or something. Hello, Yellow Eyes. Oh, that's some good possession. Wow. Oh God. Yes. King Hijinks saying he took a gun from a corpse recently as well in the game. Kind of a theme, huh? Oh. Battle of the Wife Guys.
You all right there?
Very politely beating her to death.
I'm guessing the souls are attracted to living things. Just want a vessel to be able to leave with. Man. 7 years of computer science for this, huh?
Why? Every day I spend here is one nightmare after the
7.
next. I knew it would end up like this.
Kinger, did you make this?
Wants me to suffer. I really am in hell.
Don't say that. You're not in... Well, I guess we are technically in... Forget about that. How
It's
about we
a
just
type of
relax
hell.
for a bit while nothing's chasing us?
And then, I mean, that really makes me wonder about the consequences of not running from things since they're super trapped and they can't die.
My fault we went down this path, wasn't it? I'm really sorry for that.
Why have you been acting so different lately?
I have, haven't I? I'm normally not too good with memories, but being surrounded by darkness always brings me back to a certain time. Right after my wife had abstracted. I don't recall the exact string
That's
of
kinda
events, but
beautiful.
we both ended up in the fort together. And it was dark. The darkness seemed to calm her down a bit. The harsh, jagged edges smoothed out, and she didn't seem aggravated anymore. She wasn't the same as before, but she was calm enough to touch one last time before she got sent to the cellar. I'm always taken back to that moment when engulfed in darkness.
It doesn't seem permanent then.
Like here
Maybe?
in the circus?
Yeah. She was funny, creative, really into entomology. I used to hate bugs.
Bug studies.
She somehow got me to like them.
Oh
It's
my
not the most
gosh.
cheerful memory, but it's one I at least have control over.
Just
I
the
know
one.
how I can feel in this circus. Sometimes it all just feels
Etymology mention
pointless.
indeed.
Yeah.
But it's not. Not if you have people who care about you. Good memories can do a lot. Hold on to them.
I didn't expect
and
any of
cherish
this
the
from
people
Kinger.
around you. You never know when they'll be gone.
Whoa.
In this world, the worst thing you can do is make someone think they're not wanted or loved.
I'm glad you're here with me.
That feels like a polar opposite of Jax. After all that, are they still being chased by some
I've been
stupid
thinking
creature?
about that last tape. He said, the next breath you take down there will be your last. Maybe we can get through if we don't breathe.
What?
I'm not very good at holding my breath.
Well, how about we try not thinking about it?
That's really freaky.
If we leave and we go back to the circus,
Since it technically can't kill
you're
him.
just gonna go back to being crazy. You're not gonna remember any of this, are you?
Don't worry about me. As long as you remember it,
What?
things will be okay.
What?
You're very strong, Pomni. And I know you'll be able to get through this.
That seems
Just
like
hold on to me.
a reason to
We'll
meet
get
him in the
through it
fort.
together. You ready?
How is he this comforting of a presence? What? And then Kinger glows instead of changing colors, doesn't he? The light in the dark. I thought that was throwaway text. I thought that was not relevant.
Oh,
What?
Kinger, are you guys okay? Was it scary?
I'm fine, actually.
You're out
Up here.
of range of a
Don't worry
horrifying
about that.
face, please,
Harvey
right?
was very brave.
Oh my
At
gosh.
least I think she was.
No longer
Were you?
being an actual
Something
angel.
like that.
Right. So did
Hey,
this angelic
private
glow
life.
from a kinger.
Yeah?
I just want to say thanks for always being concerned about me. I feel like through everything, I haven't really been appreciative enough about that.
Oh, thank you, Pomni. I just want to make sure you're doing all right.
They're
We care about you.
Genuine connection. Oh, right.
And now I'm just starting to
reverse.
wonder if the Wild West was even a real direction at all. Whoopsie daisy, looks like everybody completed the adventure and they're coming home. Quick, pretend we weren't having a therapy session.
Okay.
What?
Welcome back, my meowing milkmaids.
Milkmaids.
Don't ever call us that again.
The. Huh.
So what was it like being stuck with the nutcase?
I mean, it
wasn't
seems
that
like
bad,
you should go in the pillow fort sometimes too. Hating the sincerity now, are you? So does he have his full memories in there most of the time? Ah! No, as an animated show, they've all been relatively short. But also, that doesn't mean I'm ready for it to be short. Kinda talking about Jack's lore soon. Right, there was an outline of what's happening in the episodes, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so like between Kane and Zubul and Kinger and Pomni, that was all like way more heart-to-heart connection than I thought. The imagery, I did get a little nauseous from looking at the horror. Like, I saw on Gooseworks' blog that like first like she wasn't sure about whether she overhyped the spookiness, right? Overhyped it or or like undersold it or any of that. God, where am I? Snas Undertall donating to the okay, I think that's probably all of it. Does it just turn into a regular video after that? There's King Hijink saying, my first time watching an episode of the show was pretty good. Right? I like the tone definitely changes, I would say. You know, the pilot has this big introductory, all cards on the table, bombastic kind of energy. And then the second episode just sort of is more energetic and shows you what is that auto-playing? Is that trying to auto-play the 15 that premiered today? Well, I'm not caught up with that. Indeed. This guy saying the head actually got me like, if you don't complete the sentence, then I'm like filling in the blanks of what it perhaps has got you. Like, I'm gonna say scared. I'm gonna say scared and nothing else. There's by them saying Kinga was my very favorite from the start. I totally didn't expect any of that. You're talking about I for some reason in the moment I restrained myself from saying it, but when Kinger's like looking into the eyes transfixed, all of my brain was going, monster fucker confirmed. That seemed a little out of pocket though, so perhaps I wanted to save that for after the pockets. And Leviathan saying the head haunts you already, right? And then looking at the little do I want to play tunes? No, that's kind of loud. That's a little bit loud in my ear. Looking at the body of dead guy McGee, I couldn't help but wonder if that was the most human thing that they'd seen since entering the digital circus. And Nina saying, I sent my friend a reel saying, whoever sent you this, you owe them. And responded in 6 milliseconds. Suspicious. And Kai saying the next one is coming in December. Wait, so okay, is that speeding up in here? Cause the Netflix release schedule makes me think maybe it would be going faster, because I feel like I've never heard of a Netflix show that comes out at that pace. Or maybe they were just working out the kinks, right? And then YouTube is actually saying, interesting episode, very episodical. I guess if you have never seen it before, there's not really any context to be seen with it. And you're saying, how dare you judge him like that? Motherfucker, I shake my head. Hey, I try to map people out in a sense of camaraderie. Well, now we're completely out of the pocket. We're not even touching the pockets anymore. No pockets on the body. There's King Hijinks saying, just finished uploading part 3 of my Cry of Fear playthrough. I've had the type of emotionally hectic week where compared to what we've just seen, how spooky would you say Cry of Fear is? I haven't made a start of it yet. Haven't started looking at your very cool uploads yet. Goodbye to you, Bria. Thanks for stopping by. Haven't looked at it yet. Scale of compared to what we just saw, about that scary or not that scary. I can't quite tell. I'm gonna have to watch more horror to know, right? Because this one's obviously suitable for YouTube in some ways. At least by their judgment, they would judge it to be suitable for YouTube. But also, I don't know. I don't know what my limits and tolerances are for the horrors, for the spookies yet, you know? I guess horror movies that I want to watch might be I Saw the TV Glow. Akira isn't. It's animated, but it's not properly horror, right? I think so. King Haiching saying one of the scariest games I've played, maybe an 8 or a 9. Well, I guess that would lead to me finding out my tolerances pretty quick. One of the most effectively oppressive atmospheres I've experienced. Well, what a rouses, what a exciting start to October. A spooky month. Looking at some fun arts around there. Saying bye to Abrina, and I do believe we'll get out of here. And I guess I'll send a little message in the Tumblrs and or Discords if I'm doing Disco Elysium after having a meal or something. It's very Silent Hill inspired, oh my. There's so saying not scary, indie game scary, YouTube kids scary, but good episode. Wonder about the direction the series is heading to, exploring the humanity of the characters. Right? Cause even though I'm getting spooked, even though I look at the face looking at us through its eyes and through its eyes, and I'm thinking I'm about to have an involuntary bodily function. I'm about to react in a way that I don't want to react. Even though it was kind of spooking me like that, the thing that intrigues me the most and causes the most, resonance within me is how is the humanity going to be explored? And then on Gooseworks' blog, I saw that the takeaway of Amazing Digital Circus is supposed to be how it's possible to find meaning in a stagnant kind of life. And I guess a lot of people deal with a feeling of stagnation, right? And not being able to go anywhere, and hopefully nobody feels it to the horrifying body horror. You're no longer in yourself, you're no longer identified with yourself degree of being kidnapped that the Amazing Digital Circus sort of puts into perspective. But a lot of people feel a sense of stagnation nevertheless, and it makes me wonder, I don't know, how is that really going to be addressed? And can we rest? I don't know, either a strangled face or or a genuine word out of Jax just one time. Just one time. Because apparently I'm here for that mushy stuff. I'm here for the feelings, for the emotions. Apparently, I want to see him break. I need to see him break. Just once. A little crack within the cynicism to see if you've got a real true heart in there. Because, I don't know, Zubul is having a sort of depressed, sort of genuine moment. And then Kinger is having a losing it sort of genuine sort of moments. Pomni is not coping with it so well in the genuine moments. It's kind of saying away from the horrors and back to the hot man of childhood complex. They give any new updates around there. It was saying the indie games and Silent Hill, and it's been hundreds of episodes already. Jack's breaking will make my year. Mine too. And a wise man once said, I'm in your area. I'm in your area. So I guess that would have been a good note to end off on or something like that. I don't know, it used to be a sign off. Thank you guys for being here. And we'll see if that part of this stream stays up or not. I'll see you.